Sideline needs to clear. And it's another huck. Too far. Yeah, too far. They probably need to chill and play boring offense, I guess. They've been, I think, 3 turnovers each in the first point. Ashu, could it be nerves?
I'm not sure. I think they're just getting used to wind out. Wind is also playing a major role in this series of turnovers. But 2 great hucks, I think, that we got to see. Unfortunate drop there by Ayush. Both the teams showing that they've got the skills, they've got the speed to run those discs down. Maybe just a little bit of getting used to the wind and they'll be back on track.
There's a poach forehand mark right now. Kim has the disc. Nice catch there by Inika. Gives it to Rahul. Rohit Bhai is running deep. Comes back in. Reset there to More. More is looking for Ru. Clears her. Rahul has the disc. Back to More. Ayush has cut in and More finds him. Nice effort there. Ayush has a disc at the sideline. Rotates it to Rahul Bhai. On to Rohit. Another unnecessary mistake. Giri has the disc. Looking back for a reset. Dixon gets it. Passes back up. On to Giri. That's a beautiful cut there. Ayush has caught up. Oh! Almost there. That's a foul call. From here it didn't appear that 09 had a play, and the disc had already passed, but we could be wrong. It was too quick, and it was a phenomenal run back by Ayush. The players in this heat have played a very long first point, and they are tired. We can see Dixon on his bump, for lack of a better word. Foxted, this will go back. That was quite a good huck. Got caught in the wind a bit. We have an opinion here that there should be third umpires in ultimate. We could actually do with a few referees. We saw a few contentious calls across nationals and other tournaments. We've seen rather, but I guess that's what makes this tour special. The disc has gone back. Dixon tries to cut. Gets it around. Break there to Giri. Another huck there by Giri. Rahul going for it, but this should be, and that's a break. And the point comes to an end. Quite an entertaining point, quite an interesting point, and Callahan have come on top this particular point. 1-0 to Callahan. Not a half time, but yeah, it surely feels like that. Roses. Unfortunately or fortunately, no one fell down. We have the DP O-line lining up again. Ashu, what do you think? Such a long point early in the game, especially on your offense. How would the mental and physical well-being of the team be, especially in this heat in Anandpur?
I think it definitely would have taken a toll, given that it's the last day of the tournament. Everyone's pretty fatigued anyways. But at the same time, I feel that because there were multiple turnovers from both the sides, I think both the teams got a lot of time to settle in and figure how the ground is feeling, how the wind is going. So I think that sets us up for some pretty interesting, maybe clean offense points to go forward from here.
Absolutely. So 4-3 ratio 4 women, female matching. More is on the line with Rohit Bhai, Kim, Inika, Rutuja, Arth, and on the okay, the pull is coming up. Good pull there, nice and floaty. Arth gives it back to More. More flips it to Rutuja. More goes up line. Arun trying to mark him. Rutu leaves it in space for, and he hucks it. And D there by number 4. Beautiful D. Faded off her player and blocked More. Giri is going towards the desk. We have Vishwa, who's the co-handler, and we have Khushi. Khushi, say hello, be nice.
Hi guys, good to have you as our viewers. Bas.
So they paid 10 lakhs a year in flames for that. Arun goes deep. Marked there by Rohit Bhai. Oh, that's a beautiful break throw. Forehand break. Arun gets the disc. Chilio Arun. Arun looking back for Vishwa. Vishwa gets it. To Manoran. Back to Vishwa. Vishwa running the play. Giri has gone. Nice win there by Manoran. Good cut. Clear. Fast Arun. Vishwa's gone deep. He's. Oh, he's dropped it. Oh. No. Very uncharacteristic drop there by Vishwa. Went a bit casual towards the end of it. He'll hope for his sake that the team gets it back. Otherwise, some post-game beating is in order, I suppose. There's a call. Oh. There's an offensive call there. Shweta and Kim are discussing. There seems to be a call on the throw. Okay, injury. Injury sub, Shweta's come up. Taruna's come in. More has the disc. Rohit Bhai trying to cut. Well marked there by Arun. On to Arth. Gives it to Inika. Inika's dropped it. We've seen two uncharacteristic drops in this 1 point. Super D for the first turn. Manoharan walking towards the disc. Shraddha marking her. Mark his forehand. And that's a break too high. That should float out. Yeah. The disc has gone out. More is slowly walking towards it. While DP sets up in a post stack. With Rutu and Kim as the two co-handlers. It'll probably be first pass to Kima. Oh no, it's not. Oh, and another drop there. That's a nice cut there by Manoharan. Quick 1-2 with Vishwa. Gets it back. Nice play there. A good end to a point which went a little longer than it should have. But Callahans are now up 2-0. We are seeing tired legs on the field. That's affecting their play. But two super teams over here. And we have a flag. Yeah. So anyway, from that conversation. And we have 4 women female matching. There's Akshat, Rahul, Ayush going to the line at DP's end. Vrunda, Hia, Rutu, Enika. On the other side we have Manoharan, Dixon. I can't see that. Yeah. And Sun. DP has a good tournament. I haven't seen many Callahan games, unfortunately, because they were clashing with our games. But I think DP surpassed expectations. If this was Harry Potter, I would have given them an E. Here picks up the disc, passes sends it to Rahul quickly. On to Akshat. Dixon's marking him. Switches back to Rutu, back to Rahul, and it's a drop. Got stuck in the wind and just dropped too soon. A third chance for a break for Callahan. Ashu, what do you think? Another turnover or this time?
Score. Dixon goes deep and score.
And that's a score. Ashu on point. Good score there. 3 breaks back to back by Callahan. Textbook diagonal stack. Dixon went deep and an easy peasy score. We have some amateur photographers on field trying to prove their mettle with Shashank's camera. There's a timeout call. And we are back. Callahans have lined up. They have the disc in hand. 4 men. DP is now on the line, playing offense. Starting on offense rather. 3-0 down. It will be quite an uphill task, but we've seen funnier things happen in sport.
I put my money on More to Ayush for a score this time.
We have some betters in the house. I'm very curious on how much money are you putting in? That's
Kushi's education.
Earth has a disc onto Kimaya, back to Earth. Ayush gets it. Onto Earth to More. Oh, got caught in the wind again. Ayush comes back in. More to Ayush. Tarun being marked by Arun. Onto Earth. More to Kim. Back to Earth. Good centering there. More needs to come back a little quicker. Oh, so close there. But Tarun gets the disc. Centers it to More. Ayush comes in. Dixon on Earth. They're too close for an easy reset. Onto Tarun. Good, nice, patient offense till now. I think I jinxed it. The commentators. Oh. And the score.
At least I got the More right.
Tarun to More for DP's first score. And it's 3-1 to Callahan's. Not the most convincing score, but in the end, what matters is that score.
A lot of clogging in the handler lane, I felt. I think they can generate deep options much more easily than this. Not sure whether it was fear of the wind or just a decision to be more cautious this time around, but definitely could have been much more cleaner.
I agreed. On day 3, I think this is the first time we are seeing wind play such a big factor. Otherwise, it's been nice and calm, perfect ultimate playing conditions. Or should I say perfect ultimate offense playing conditions. Nice beautiful grounds. The sun is out and not very windy. And we have Callahan starting on O for the first time this game. Rohit Bhai, Akshat, Ayush and Arth on the D line. There's Vrunda, Shraddha as well. Vishwa is there. Dixon. I think that's Sangi and Manoharan. We have a hand, Rohit Bhai with the disc and pulls. Nice body pull there. Hari gets the disc. Nicely reset. Ayush has a disc. Nice catch there, Matangi. Vishwa. Ooh, that's the foul call. Accepted. Quite a bumpy landing there for Vishwa. Vishwa was one of the stars in the under-24 campaign that went to Manila. And the turnover. If it did, there was a call much earlier, but I don't think it affected the play that happened. Quite a grey area of rules, but More has a perspective. I'm curious though, if the call happened between Vishwa and Earth and that was sorted, the call over here should not be affecting the play. But Manoharan is discussing it there. well resolved. Travel's been retracted, played on. It was still a throw, it didn't affect play. Rules, knowledge and use. Maybe it affected some other play, but not sure. But definitely didn't affect the throw by Vishwa. Considering he made that throw and he was ready to accept the turnover and move on and play on. Quite a long discussion.
Vishwa practicing his forehands for the 10th time after that throw. Shadow forehands. Not sure what the discussion is right now. More people seem to be getting involved. I'm curious to see what the final decision comes out to be. Yeah, this comes back in with Vishwa, and Callahan's making a run for it. Hari trying to get open. Dixon gets the disc. Ayush on Dixon, and Dixon puts it up for. I can't see the number. But yeah, score for Callahan's. I think it's 3-1 to Callahan, 4-1 to Callahan's.
So that's a score. Some controversy there, but a score is a score is a score. DP lining up again, going to the line. And a layout grab in the other field. They have taken quite a long time since the last score happened to line up, and they don't seem close to doing that right now. But it could be the fatigue and playing in this heat that is taking its toll. Dispositive on offense. It's 4 women, female. More is on the line. There's Kim and here. Quite a fluid O-line for Dispositive. They keep changing and chopping and churning the players. It could be because of the heat. Good pull there. Catches it, passes on to More. Nice in by Enika. Quite a lot of separation. Passes to More back. On to Arth. That one's coming in quick. Fortunate miscommunication. Went upline. Arth went around. Attack there. Callahan's. Dixon gets the disc. And another score. 5-1 to Callahan's. And it will be quite an uphill task now for DP to come back. But we all hope for a much, much closer match going forward. And it definitely has the arsenal to absolutely go into 4th gear and change the scoreline. Oh, we have Ringa Roses again. Okay, some of them did fall down this time. The line has been called. We have Rohit Bhai, More, Enika, Rahul Bhai, Kim, Hia. Shraddha. On the Callahan's end, we have Manoran. And a few other people who we don't have the names of. That's the problem. We don't play that too often for us to know everyone's names. But maybe soon that will change. We have hand, Sangi with the pull. Good pull there. Really good pull there by Sangi. Rahul catches it, gives it on to More. Rohit Bhai with a nice cut. More goes up line. Rahul has a disc. 4 on to Kim. Nice catch there by Kim. More is gone up line. Fast count. Fast count called. Okay, there is a YO. No disc touch. Disc has been touched. The disc is in. Rohit Bhai gets the disc. Nice upline there by Rahul. More gets the disc. Rahul is free. Clogging in the lane. Oh, nice IO there. And More catches it. What a... That's a beautiful score there by Disc Positive. Fantastic pass there by Rahul to More. 5-2 is the score.
I think DP finally opening up the deep space a bit, punishing the coaches that Callahan's male defenders even are sort of incorporating, because it's quite evident that only the handlers are moving the disc. So even in the, I think Dixon was trying to poach off quite a bit whenever More was trying to go into the deep space. So I think it's a good turn of events for DP. Let's see how the game proceeds forward, going on from this.
Yes, this seems to be one of those games where the team would like to play on defense because it's windy. There's been a lot of turns, so DP seems to be in a good space. And Vishwa and team have lined up. 4-men ratio. 5-2 is the score. The score actually doesn't do justice to the game that we are viewing. There have been quite a few turns. It's been neck and neck. Arth has a disc. Going for the pull. We have a hand. And it's in the air. Fades back in. Good pull there. Oh, Arun is in the handler zone. That's something we haven't seen often. Nice put there. And he gets a disc. Another good put. Vishwa, Arth on Vishwa. Nice flick there. Ayush going on Dixon. Boxed out. Oh, nice box out there by Ayush. He should just drop the cap. It's anyway flying off every time he goes for a run, or he just puts it off. Maybe play with a lighter head. Arth goes to the disc. Rohit Bhai has the disc. Nice break there to Ayush. He tried to box out Hari, and it's a call. Oh. We didn't have perspective on that because there were too many bodies, but I thought it was a good competition between Hari and Ayush. trying to box each other out. Honestly, on a personal note, it's contested. On a personal note, I know that Ultimate is a non-contact sport, but to be fair, I honestly like when there is some contact involved. Opens the game a bit for both teams. Of course, only if both teams are okay to play that. Arun on Rohit Bhai. Retracted. Turnover there. Hari is going to the disc. Three-handler, four-cutter word stack. Sangi goes deep. And that's the score. Fantastic put there by Hari. Number 91. 6-2 to Callahan's.
I think it's high time that DP starts playing a bit more fearlessly. I think there's a lot of fear that you can see in the DP zones. A lot of players are being poached, like the girl players are being poached from deep so they can make the in cuts. The male players can actually go deep. Like we've seen a lot of points in this, not actually a lot of points, but within the points, within like in between the turnovers, we've seen that both the teams have the skills, have the speed, have the verticals even. Like they're perfectly matched up. So I think it's high time that DP open up their arms a bit and let some hugs go. That would be interesting to watch.
And in the commentary box or the open area, we have Aaron who's trying to jog away. One of the superstars, known for his badminton skills apparently, but one of the superstars from Airbenders, a team which is having a phenomenal tournament. In fact, a phenomenal season. You guys haven't lost in mixed gender yet, have you?
We have lost one match, but yeah, we're looking forward to the finals and exciting match. And hopefully on. Yeah.
So quickly before I leave you and before someone from Airbenders sees you giving an interview, predictions for the finals, scoreline.
Yeah, it's going to be close. Say 2 breaks. Airbenders win. Yeah.
Thanks, Aaron. So you heard it here from the horse's mouth. 2 breaks to Airbenders and Airbenders to win. Let's see how that goes. Irrespectively, a very competitive final. After a phenomenally competitive game between Flywild and Airborne. Alright, the players are lined up. It's time for another point. We have a hand. Nice pull there. Quite a lot of hang time. On to More. Rohit Bhai comes back in. Too close to the handler. Rutu's cutting in. Kimaya has the disc. I think one of the main problems that got caught in the wind. I think a lot of no around calls and good pressure on the handler. One of the main problems that DP is facing is that all the handlers open or break lining up flat. So the open side handler mark is actually poaching off the lane. That's an inside break. Caught there by Prem. Surya gets set. Tarun marking him. Puts it forward to Dixon. Another inside onto Surya. Looking to slot it in. Giri has it. Marked by Rahul. Dixon comes in. There's a call on field. It's too congested. The stack is too close to each other. So there's no space because there are 2 and 2, 4 and 10 people in a very short space. Nice put there. Nice put there, and another score for Callahan's. They're up 7-2. To Callahan's. They have done well in the first half. Looked the better team. Not much difference between the two, but they've taken and held their heads in the crucial moments in a game, or in the game rather. Ashu, if you were the coach or a fly on the wall in the DP camp right now, what would you have said?
I think I'll stick with my earlier suggestion. I think there's a lot of clogging happening in the handler zone. I think almost all of the turns that we've seen have happened within the handler zone. So I think it's high time to sort of trust your cutters more and maybe just like try and identify the mismatches that you have on the team and try and get them to use. Especially you can see a lot of women players being poached off. So even those free in-cuts that they can get to get some yardage and ease the pressure off of the handlers, I think that could be quite vital.
So, is that half? The teams seem to be sitting. Either it's a timeout or a half. But if it is half, nice and floating and angle to the side. More to Tarun. To Rohit Bhai. And post off there by Sangi. Dixon has a disc. On to her. And More gets back. Good defense there by More on Dixon. That's a hard fall. Rutu coming on mark. But Sangi looking for an around. Nice, beautiful IO throw there. In the air. Misjudged there. It's the wind. The wind just picked it. More going to the disc.
One more team.
They've lined up in a word this time. More and Tarun. With Rohit head of stack. I think what will also help is they are slightly slower right now. They could do with some more legs in the cutting zone, especially to take care of the poachers. Nice one there by Rutu. On to Tarun, who drops it. Difficult throw to catch, but he should have caught it. Arun picks up the disc. Didn't wait around, picked up the disc. Goes on an upline. Oh, beautiful catch there by Sangi. Dixon gone all the way. Oh! Stall out call. Contested. No discussion. Stall out call contested. Sangi was sure that it's not a stall out. And it's a score. So Callahan's take half at 8-2. And we'll join you shortly for the second half.
that match point. Big disc up. It's going to be a game to 10. Can this be completed? Oh.
Yeah. So you better start running. Come on, come on. So you better start. So you better start. 'Cause there's only one king, and there's only one crown, and there ain't enough room for us both on the throne. It's about to go down. So you better start running. So you better start running. So you better start running. 'Cause I'm coming right now. 'Cause I'm coming right now. Coming right now. Coming right now. Coming right now. 'Cause I'm coming right now.
Hello team, I'm Chanani from Airbus and I'm here to commentate the second half. Can't score. Giri has the pull, lands on the sideline. This positive has caught in the disc and they're looking for cuts. They reset the disc. So Batra and hard on the disc. They reset it again. They're looking for hucks. It's owned by Callahan. It's an awesome grab by Nika. Oh, that was a miss. It was outside the zone and players separating the deep. Giri, the handler from Callahan's, picking up the disc. Resets it to Hari. Looks for the next pass. Oh, it's a little too high for the wind. And Nika gets the D again.
Nika really smashing that disc down. Think about bidding for it. So far, the first half of the match has been quite. Callahan's has taken quite a lead. The scoreline is at 2-8, but now Dispositive has just come back and they've scored a point. What can you tell us? The game. What do you have to say about the first half of this game?
Oh, the first half, getting D's and a lot of first half, so that was really good. Hard in their D's and their offense is really clean.
Yeah, I did see the first points, and I thought Dixon was on fire. I think in the first 2 points, first 2-3 points, he got like a few really spectacular Ds. He's very much aware of his positioning on the field and very quick to dart to where he needs to be.
Some insane fakes on those cuts with Dixon. He's had really good cuts and really good grabs in the end zone as well.
So the wind has picked up quite a bit, I think, from the past like 1 hour. How do you see that? Do you think that has affected this game?
The win, yeah, I think for Dispositive it's been a little bit more bad than for Callahan's. Callahan's got quite a experienced handlers than Dispositive. They've gotten a lot of throwaways because of the but at the same time they're also been using the wind to put their cup in. That's also getting them turnovers for Dispositive. So I think they have really good spirit with even if they are really down with the scoreline.
And as a testament to that statement, just now we are hearing the sideline of Dispositive really picking up. You have Inika and Rutuja, both the spirit and the captain on the sideline here with a good cheer of let's go defense, let's go. We have Sudhanshu and Pranali in the cup. Pranali has just recently joined Dispositive and she's quite new to Ultimate, but she's picked up the game quite well. Just now calling a foul on field. I think she's been a player for about 1 year. Her sister is not on the line point, but she also plays for Dispositive. Her name is Rutuja, originally from Hamadat Zone in Azim Premji University, Bangalore. And she's here on the sideline cheering on her sister. Callahan's now back on offense. Good movement between Dixon and number 91. Pass it to 81, back to 91. Weaving their way in between the Dispositive Cup. Dispositive Cup holding the formation quite well, trying to prevent any forward movement, really making the handlers of Callahan's work. Wow, beautiful low forehand release from Dixon to number 91. I think that's Hari. And Hari back to Dixon. A bit of contact there between Vrunda and Dixon, who does call it out. And is looking to her as to... So it's an accepted foul. Dispositive defenders a little bit too close. I'd say Dixon should be able to call a double team, but he chooses not to. He seems to be okay.
Hari back with the disc and gets it back with Harrison. Sangi gets a beautiful pass. I love how the disc and this guy, like she was previously a coach for Callahan's and now she's a player for this season after a really long time. I love seeing her back on the field. She got another break and the middle of the field, looking for a breakthrough and sets the Dixon to Vishwa. Vishwa resets to Dixon and looking for a beautiful score. Let's go, and Hari scores it down for Callahan.
And that's a score for Callahan, and that is the what? Where are we at? 10th point for Callahan's, 2 Dispositives 3. They have really been taking this game away. I said 3. A little bit of chat here between me and one of the Dispositive players saying that 2, but indeed the score is 10-3 and Dispositive is at 3 points. The sun is really beating down and it must be upwards of like 33, 34 degrees. Yeah, luckily we as the commentators, we have a nice umbrella, but the athletes are not so comfortable on field. However, they are very much engrossed in their game, so I don't think they feel the sun so much. How do you think? Do you think they look tired? What do you feel?
I think this positive has their spirits really high. I don't feel like they're tied with defense at all. They're still very with it. And I think that a couple of turnovers, couple points ago, went. So they really made use of it when Galahad at the break point. So I think they still can get the score but a little bit up. They've got the right positive mindset as go to their name.
Very much that positive mindset we are seeing from this positive, and I think that's something that Victor has really cultivated in his many years that he was both coach, mentor and player, possibly captain. I'm not so sure about that last one, but really well-spirited player who was playing with this positive for a long time and acting as their mentor, who recently left back to the US. But I think that spirit has very much been inculcated in this positive team, which is what we can see on field here, even as there are so many breaks down.
Sangi regretting the pull a little bit, but it was a good pull, Sangi. Let's go. I think this positive had a really great team, great match with Tick's break side as well. They've won both the times that they went with Tick's break side. Tick's break side being a really strong team. I think this positive has an uprising for this season. Callahan is hoping for a point this offense, and Dixon starts with the handling of the disc. Looks for a reset from Hari, but there's really hard defense from this positive, and that's a D there, but Dixon calls. That's a foul call, and Dixon's explaining how and why the throw was made that way. They're asking for perspectives from the sideline or from people inside the field. No one's really sure. I think it's up to the players right now to contest or accept. There's another call whether this was down or not from Callahan and this positive. Hari from Callahan explains why this was a grab or.
So we're joined now by Kirtana on the sideline. She's new to the game, but I just wanted to quickly ask, what is your experience so far with this tournament and this game maybe in particular?
This is my first post in overall my by the persons who can calculate other points by the same persons who are playing. There's no referee, no one there to judge you. You have to convince your teammates, you have to convince your opposite teammates. There's a lot of spirit, and the highlight is I love the spirit trophy and love the spirit points.
Thank you so much, Kirtana, for those words. I think you're outlining a very important point about the spirit of the game and how the fact is that Frisbee is a self-refereed game, and it's lovely to see great spirit being displayed on field here. As we see Callahan's continue their offensive with a nice handler weave. Now Dixon on the disc. Dixon playing along with number 97 and number 06. I'm unsure of their names. Hari and Giri, I believe. Yes. Giri to Dixon again. Dixon looking forward, back to Giri. The other players upfield in a horizontal stack, a loose horizontal stack formation, but mostly they're playing a handler weave as Hari gets the disc again. Dispositive opting to go with the poachy defense with Kimaya poaching all the in-cut space. Dixon back on the disc now, number 11, with a great fake and a put, but it's a bit of a fumble by Giri there, and it's a drop. So Dispositive is back on the offensive with a potential third break point if they manage to convert this offensive point. As a big hug goes up, there are a couple of players, and number 9 does come down with the disc for Dispositive. Passes it to Ayush, shooting off deep again. It's a really great offensive play now from Dispositive that we're seeing here. However, I think there's a call on field, some contact between the thrower. This is checked in again.
For Dispositive, they were really hard on their defense for Callahan's, and only handlers were trying to move the disc along the field, and the defense was really hard, and thus they got the turnover. That was very well deserved. Now they're looking to convert it in their offense point. There's a call that's happening on the field. There are no hand signals. It's a call between Vishwa and More, and they ended up in good spirit with a high five to each other. Giri calls in for the countdown for the disc coming down. Oh, and that's a D from Vishwa. What really good heads up defense. And Callahan gets it back. On whom to get for the handle.
Really of the field as well as where the disc is by Vishwa, and putting those long limbs of his into very good use there with the D for him from Callahan's.
And Hari is walking at this from Callahan. They're really thinking about this disc because they need this point. And that's too long for a throwaway. It's with the wind, so they've thrown it away again and lost the turnover.
I think it was a really good look that he had, and he saw that Vishwa was free on the break side. However, he did, it was a bit too bladey. If it was a slightly more floaty throw, Vishwa would definitely have come down with it, being the player that he is. However, I think it's just gone a bit too fast and a bit too far for him to be able to come down. Now More with the disc for Dispositive offense. Vishwa checking the disc in, and a big forehand flick, but Dixon with his fast feet there to intercept it, and now they are the ones on the offensive yet again. Number 97 with a big OI, and Vishwa's all open, very open in the end zone for the score, and Callahan's has regained their composure and maintaining a comfortable lead over Dispositive. The score is now 5-12 to Callahan's. That's Dispositive at 5 and Callahan's at 12.
That's Callahan's with their pull. Sidelines hard on their defense cheer, and More picks up the disc. Looks for a hug and he hucks it to the end zone. Number 18 going for the deep and he gets that score and he spikes it hard on the disc. And Dixon laughing it up. Callahan's walks it around and that's score 6 and 12 to Callahan's. This positive with their cheer, and they've been getting their breaks. They were in 0.3 and they're up by 3 right now, so that's really good defense and really good offense from Dispositive. They're having a good second half.
Kimaya now with the pull from Dispositive. Running just past, just near the halfway mark here, so Callahan's taking it easy, slowly walking up to the disc, letting the offense set up in a, what seems to be a vertical stack, is it? Or more of a horizontal stack? Or it is indeed a diagonal stack. Hari collecting the disc for Callahan's, marked by Sudhanshu. Big cheer going from the sideline of Dispositive, like get that hand block, get that hand block. From Rutuja on the sideline of Dispositive now. Back with Hari and a big backhand OI. There is a cover players under it, but Kimaya is there to intercept that pass from Dispositive. Big cheers going up from the sideline. Couple of quick passes back to 23. Kimaya's open on the close side. Number 98 Kimaya on the disc. Nice forehand flick and with a beautiful jump and a grab, number 29 Sudhanshu with the grab for Dispositive. Looking and it's a beautiful straight to the head of the stack, recentering the disc and gaining a lot of yardage at the same time. Good vision there, good call to the player and some nice offensive movement now from the Dispositive team. Some nice in cuts from Sudhanshu and a big hug goes up, but Vishwa is there. He has a lot of faith in the Dispositive player and a little bit possibly did not see Vishwa. And Vishwa gets easy D there for Callahan's, who will be now starting back on offense.
This is Callahan's offense points if they've got to hold this point for their 13th point. That's Hari walking up the disc to the end zone field so they can start it. And Dixon goes in for an upline and there's a call from Hari for contact. He's explaining that when he's pivoting there was contact from his hand and thus he was unable to make the throw for the upline. That's a foul call that's contested from Dispositive. And Hari's still looking for resets or upline and throws an upline to Dixon and Dixon grabs it. Gives a quick pass to Hari and Hari grabs it to Vishwa and that's a vertical from Vishwa. Giving it to Sangi, Sangi grabbing it and asking his players to go too deep and she hucks it to Dixon. Dixon looking for the dab and that's an awesome grab. Dixon waiting for the cuts and he resets to Vishwa and Vishwa throws it to the Callahan's player who ends up scoring it.
So, especially liked Sangi, was it, who hucked it to Dixon, and Dixon having faith in us shooting off deep and getting indicating that she wants to throw that long pass, and Dixon immediately understanding and shooting off deep and very easily coming down with that catch, even though there were some dispositive players nearby. The offensive flow continued quite smoothly up until the end zone, and they did get that score. The score is now 6-13 to Callaghan's as they do their ring roses between Vishwa and the player who scored. This is. Can you tell us a little bit more about this tradition that Callaghan's has, about what exactly is going on here?
I believe the score was by Shivani. She's just started playing with Callaghan's. It's been in a year with Callaghan's, and she's been playing really well. So the tradition that they have is whoever had the assist and the score for that point, the whole team lines up around them and does a circle, and they sing Ringa Ringa Roses, the song, if you're familiar with it, and they go all down on them. So that's like a for them, for the person who's assisted and the person the point.
That's a really neat, very entertaining way to celebrate the scorer as well as the person who assisted. That Callahan, something really creative that they've come up with.
This is Callahan's whole point that they've held, and looking for another break. Well, this positive remains positive about their whole point as well. More looks confident for this point. That's Giri with a pull over with Callahan, and he throws it around. That's a long pull. Goes till the start of the end zone. And Rutha picks up the disc, resets it to More. More is looking for cuts in the middle of the field. There are no hammer possibilities. He resets it again, gives it back to More. And that's a first throw. And there's another cut, but resets back to More. More is dominating the handler field as he did as every point. It's unVC from Callahan's on the defense. There's a call on the field from Varun. And the disc goes back to More. He's looking for hugs and gets into the power position to do it, but settles for an inside throw. That's an awesome grab from Vinika. As Shivani is on the mark and trying to not let any around. She's really hard, and that's a good defense from Callahan's player Shivani for not giving around and forcing the player to do a around throw. And Dixon scores a point from Sangi. Looks the disc to spike, and he does his famous end zone score celebration.
Shivani was that same player who caught the previous point, the new player, that's one you said, no? Seems he's doing really well this game, and possibly we're going to see another ring around celebration. I'm looking forward to it between Dixon and Shivani now.
I think the assist was Sangi to Dixon.
Sangi to Dixon then. However, I don't see that they're gathering that. Perhaps it's not a tradition that they utilize every point. Maybe they're short on time this point, as the dispositive line is already setting up on their side of the field. We have Jaya with the pull on the Callahan's line. It's a rather blady OI which should be rolling into the end zone. Yes, it has rolled into the end zone. More collects for dispositive and an uncharacteristic drop. The scoreline is 14. Callahan stands at 14 and they are on offense. If they do convert this, that will be the game for them. Nice low release to Sange and to Vishwa, and that's the game. Sange to Vishwa, my mistake, and that's the game for Callahan's. What a game between Callahan's and Dispositive. Really great energy throughout the game from Dispositive, and I think we have to give a big kudos to that. Remaining positive, throughout the game, regardless of the scoreline, and bringing that energy for every point. And Callahan's on defense, on offense, on defense especially spectacular, always being really aware of the field and going in for those interceptions and being really brave on offense as well.
Yeah, I think it was a really good point for Callahan, as well as Dispositive. Second half was really amazing. Who do you think will be the MVP for Callahan and Dispositive?
I would say Dispositive again. Ayush always really quick for those deep, and Callahan's. I would say Dixon because again always there on defense, always a bailout option, and that's the game for this time, and that will be us signing off. Please do follow us on YouTube as well. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Instagram for further updates about events like this. Thank you so much.
Thank you.